Here we are. Well, the first order of business today is I'd like to swear in the new chief. So I'd like to have Jeremy Muraski come up. Wherever he is. There he is. Put your speech under there. Ooh, kill myself. Debris here. So I'd like to have city clerk come up and Pere and administer the oath, if you would, please.
If you would please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jeremy Andrew Muraski,
Having been appointed to the office of Chief of Police
having been appointed to the office of Chief of Police
for the city of De Pere,
for the city of De Pere,
swear that I will support
swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of my office to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So help me God.
So you're going to actually give me a second. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The next item of business is to actually pin on the new chief badge. It's okay to stick them. It might not be easy. Yeah. There's a little class, so. Chief. Badge is a symbol of the public's trust in us, and a symbol of authority. Someday you'll turn this badge in and it will have evidence of wear and nicks, scratches and other wear. It can never be turned and punished. Keep that in mind as you meander through being a chief for as many years as you can. So congratulations again. I'd like to say a few words, and then we're going to symbolically hand over the command by handing the flag over. And after that, then you'll say a few words, and then all the sworn officers will take an oath together then. I brought water because I don't know why. I've given 100 speeches, but right now I got cotton mouth. So sorry. 39 years ago, my curiosity led me to pursue law enforcement as a career instead of graphic arts. After working in 2 departments in Michigan and here in De Pere, I'm still alive and in decent enough health, though others tried to take me out. I never knew if I would come home each night. The folks that tried to take me off or take me out of the game were probably still in jail, and I'm retiring. I have 2 words for them: neener, neener. I learned along the way that there are many paths to follow, but whatever direction you choose, it's your path. Like a Plinko board, and the chip bounces around until it lands at the bottom. You can't go back. And we all make choices, and the path turns right or left. But where we end up and where we're supposed to be. Working in the public safety sector didn't necessarily make me money rich, but it did offer a dynamic and stimulating human enrichment that has paid dividends in my career. Being a police officer is one of the most enjoyable, rewarding careers in the world. Enforcing the laws, assisting people in crisis, maintaining order are all facets of a challenging occupation which few are capable of doing, but which is essential for modern society. We make a difference. In law enforcement, we make a difference, but it seems most of the times we don't know it. There's almost no way to know if the kid you talk to, is prevented from, doing a crime or, skipped school or ran away from home. You don't know. But once in a great while, we get reminded when somebody sends a card to the department and says thanks. We don't expect it, but it's nice to see it. We choose this profession to make a difference, to be part of a solution instead of a problem. The job we do is admirable and noble, and no one can say otherwise. I challenge the Pere Police Department to continue to do good work and make a difference when things seem hopeless, that is. In valor, there is hope. I worked with some pretty fantastic people over my career, and no level of thanks can express my gratitude for their never-ending support and guidance. First, I must thank the City of De Pere and the Police and Fire Commission for offering me this position. I must thank the City Administrator and Mayor, along with the department heads, for their continued support, disagreements, and banter. All good as we come to a resolution on important matters. I actually enjoyed the banter part, if y'all know me. I must thank the members of the department, the police department, for your support, disagreements, and banter as you helped me grow. Where am I? Lastly, I must thank my wife for 37 years of support to us, our kids, and my career. I know it's not been easy, but we're good now.
So I wasn't going to do this.
Practice it, so I wouldn't do this. I'm retiring in an hour, so it'll be over. Well, I'm here in my final moments of my career in law enforcement. I have some badges and some awards, some scars, and some injuries, and some great memories and awful nightmares. Thing is, I wouldn't change it if I had to do it over. My path is my path, and I am where I should be. My Plinko board bounded me all over the place, and I ended up here. But the Plinko chip isn't quite done yet as I turn another direction and a new path lays before me. My biggest challenge yet is I now have to homogenize an old Canadian UP accent and thinking with Tennessee Appalachian accent and thinking. So I reckon I'm fixing to blend it for sure. You betcha, y'all a. I tried. I don't know. It didn't blend well. At least I get to say pop instead of soda. Thank you.
Chief, symbolically,
And the department over to you.
Thank you, Chief. Easier to unwrap this with my hands when it's shaking, and my heart rate was at about 175 right now. As I stand here today, I feel that I am truly, truly blessed. I'm blessed to work for a great city. I'm blessed to work for an outstanding law enforcement agency. Some chiefs are not as fortunate as I. I guess that seems weird to say. Not used to that. Because they're not able to come into an agency like this that is so well positioned in such a great city and well positioned to go into the future. Many chiefs also don't get the benefit of a lengthy transition period with an outgoing chief without getting the benefit of some of that institutional knowledge and having the opportunity to get to know a lot of the people that they're going to be working with. So as I stand here, I do feel that I'm tremendously blessed. As weird as this might sound, I have seen, I believe, 8 chiefs come and go so far in my career. I know that's probably strange to the Pere folks because of Derek's lengthy tenure. But I've also had many other immediate supervisors over the years, and I hope and believe that I have learned lessons from all of them, mostly for the good, some for the bad. But I also know that I've made my own share of mistakes along the way. I can't promise you that I will not make mistakes, but I can pledge that it's not going to be for lack of trying, for lack of effort to try to do the right thing in the right circumstance. Moving on, you're probably wondering what you are in for with a new chief of police. I know that I always was, anytime there was a transition. I guess I can sum it up best by saying I'm a big believer in leaving things better than I found them. That may be challenging, but there's probably little things along the way that we can work on improving. Again, I know that I'm blessed to be getting an excellent law enforcement agency, and I want to keep building on the foundation that you all have laid. I want to maximize our strengths, work to mitigate any weaknesses where we can find them. And I think it's particularly important now because law enforcement is facing bigger challenges than I certainly have seen in my time. And I come into the profession and this role being very well aware of that. So with that, to face those challenges, I want to do a few things. I just want to lay out just a couple of brief ideas. I want to work even harder on professional development and training. I want to focus on our preparedness, make sure that we have the training, the equipment, all the things that we need to do our job safely and to keep everyone else safe. I want to do more for officer wellness and resiliency. I want to catch a cop doing something right. I think the very first leadership training I ever went to, I got a coffee mug that said, "Catch a cop doing something right." We have a profession sometimes that can seem overwhelmingly negative, but we also do a great many great and good things for our community, and I want to, as chief, make sure that I take the time to recognize those good things that when you do them. I want to continue to modernize and innovate new solutions within our department and build upon our already outstanding community relationships. All that said, I promise myself I keep this brief. I can't wait to get to work in my new role. Today that's about 1 hour and 15 minutes worth, but I'm going to come in ready to go on Monday. And I look forward to working with each and every one to make this city and our department even better if that's possible. Thank you. At this time, I would like all of the sworn officers of the De Pere Police Department and any visiting guests that we have to stand for the Law Enforcement Oath of Honor. This is the first time I've ever been up here for this, so thank you. On my honor, I will never betray my profession, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve.
And that concludes the formal part of the ceremony. There may be time for, if you want to stop and congratulate Jeremy on his new job, that'd be great. So, usually a line comes through, so we'll have you come up here and then we'll do that. So thank you everybody for coming, and I hope to see you out there at least for the next few months until I move off to Tennessee.